Welcome back to Gooners in Sport, where today we'll be giving you the full review and reaction to the Bournemouth versus Arsenal game. And of course, it's another must-win game for Arsenal. And we did get the win 3-2 away at Bournemouth, and it was tough. It was a tough match. Let's go into the starting lineup now. Arsenal started off with David Raya in goal, Yuri Timber returned to right back, Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes in the defensive partner pairing there. Hincapié on the left. In the midfield, we had Odegaard, Zubimendi and Declan Rice returned as well. Also, on the right, we got Madueke replacing Saka and Gabriel Martinelli instead of Trossard. Victor Gyökeres through the middle. And that's basically how we started against Bournemouth. We started the game and straight away Madueke was looking a little bit bright because he definitely had beating of his left back because he took him on a couple of times. He cut in twice. One of them he should have done better with, and I thought he stepped back decent at the target, put the ball over the bar. 10 minutes into the game, Gabriel Magalhaes has got the ball outside the Arsenal box to the left of it, goes to clear the ball up the pitch, totally makes a right howler, gives the ball straight to Evan Nilsson, and then basically Evan Nilsson just controls the ball and passes it into the empty net, where because Raya was basically closer to Gabriel, thinking Gabriel might play him short. And it was 1-0 to Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson got gifted the ball from Gabriel Magalhaes. And Gabriel Magalhaes hasn't really done any mistakes for a hot minute, but it returned on a one-off there still. And 5 minutes after that, Arsenal got a cross in the box. I think Gyökeres tried to take a swipe at it. It bounced off of a Bournemouth defender, I think. Then it fell to Martinelli. His shot was blocked. Then the block shot came out to Gabriel Magalhaes about 12 yards out. He's put his foot through it and basically made the right men straight away and put Arsenal 1-1 and then put us back level. So fair play to Gabriel Magalhaes because really he made amends there. You know what I mean? So I can't really complain. He messed up the first goal, but equalised our second goal because we weren't really playing good, to be honest with you. After this first goal, Bournemouth were more or less having more chances than Arsenal. Arsenal wasn't really penetrating too much. Every time we had the ball, we was doing the side-to-side stuff, passing the ball back and forth, like not really penetrating. Like really in the first half, Bournemouth had more chances really. Not clear-cut chances, but they were looking more dangerous than us. We was trying to do the possession stuff. So there weren't really much in the first half, if I'm being honest with you. It was quite dead, you know what I mean? So it ended 1-1 in the first half. Second half, we came back. We didn't make no substitutions. About 8 minutes into the second half, Martinelli gets a ball over the top, flicks it on to Gyökeres. Gyökeres tries to run through and goal. Bournemouth tried to clear the ball. It falls to Odegaard. Odegaard plays a nice ball off to Declan Rice, who's just outside the box, and Declan Rice curls it round the goalkeeper. And I'll put Arsenal 2 up. That was a good goal still. And from here you're thinking, all right, Arsenal, we're doing our thing now. You know what I mean? And really good goal from Declan Rice to put Arsenal 2-1 up. And then we made a few changes. We brought on basically the front three we changed. We took off Gyökeres, who again didn't really have a good game, you know what I mean? So we still got to do something about this striker situation because he didn't really do much this game again. We took off Martinelli and Madueke, brought on Saka, Trossard and Jesus. 5 minutes after, Odegaard played in a brilliant ball to put Saka in behind on the bar line. He cuts it back to Declan Rice, and then we're 3-1. And these times here now we're thinking, it's plain sailing for Arsenal. You know what I mean? It should just be seen out nice and easy from here. You know what I mean? We put on our big boys, got the goal. Bournemouth should be dead and buried. But around the 75th minute mark, Bournemouth probably scored the goal of the game. What's his name? Groupie Junior or something like that. I've never heard of him before, but he just pulled out a screamer from about 30 yards out, beat where it all ends up, and Bournemouth were back in the game. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, they were giving it a go. So it wasn't really, really plain sailing, because all game they were trying to score. You know what I mean? They were giving it a go. There wasn't like 10 men behind the ball for the whole match and stuff like that. Nah, they were trying to ting still. They were trying to score past us. And obviously they did. You know what I mean? 80th minute, we took off Odegaard and we bring on Moreno. And I'm thinking, really, why ain't we bringing Eze on? You know what I mean? So that was a bit strange. I'm not saying that Moreno don't really play, but if you're taking off Odegaard 10 minutes to go, and, you know, Bournemouth are still in this game, we still could really need a goal. It's 3-2. You know what I mean? And we didn't bring on Eze, so maybe it's because he's thinking he ain't bedded in yet, and Mourinho does get goals. But anyway, we bang on Mourinho. We didn't really create too much chances. Our defence was seeing out everything, to be honest with you, because the first goal was a freak goal. Really got gifted to them. It was a mistake. Second goal, they pulled out a worldly of a shot. You know what I mean? Other than that, they weren't really getting past the defence. So Arsenal had a few more chances. Mourinho had half a shot. Saka had a shot. You know what I mean? Jesus had a little shot. Not really much. You know what I mean? And that was basically how the performance went. Arsenal weren't really playing at their best. They did a lot of that side-to-side stuff. So we didn't really play how we played against Villa. But we got the points, and that's what's basically most important. 7 points clear now. So ultimately, yeah, it's all good. You know what I mean? We've got the tough away win, because Bournemouth's hard to beat away. They're not easy to beat at home. Trust me. They'll give it a go. You know what I mean? So fair play to Arsenal. We got the win 3-2, 7 points clear. Yeah, that's all good right now. That's basically how the game went. You know what I mean? Who do we give my man of the match to? It's probably gonna have to be Declan Rice. Scored 2 of the goals. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to give it to him. He played well on the pitch anyway. He always does. So yeah, and that's basically how it went. You know, so thanks for joining me on Gooners and Sport. Remember to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.